All right, Bo Dietl, amazing cop. And, of course, at this point, he's Uncle Bo. New York loves Bo Dietl. Sid Rosenberg loves Bo Dietl. The WABC audience loves Bo Dietl. One tough cop. Uncle Bo, good morning. How are you?
Hey Sid, how you doing, and I'm sorry you got to go through all this BS with all this.
Nah,
crap.
listen, it's really terrible because I've not, to this day, I haven't said one bad thing about Curtis. Not one. And I'm hearing a lot of rumors that he's about to get very personal with me and say things about me, and I hope they're just rumors.
Listen to me. I'll be very honest, and I'm sure he's listening. Curtis, slow down. First of all, Sid was one of your strongest and still is one of your strongest supporters. But if you can't win the friggin' thing, we've got to save this city. And that's what Sid and I am doing. And tough shizzle if you can't take it. The reality is we've got a city council of liberal morons. Now we're going to get a terrorist mayor. This is the survival of New York. When I started that NYCABM.com, over 500,000 people. I don't know if you've seen some of my videos. I talk about everything. This is the NYCABM.com. 500,000 people have been watching, all about what's going on with the crime situation, with the police situation, and all this. But here's something that people should look. You mentioned that over people over 50 are voting. I think it stands good for Como until this race is over. Now, the news media ain't saying anything about if they start bringing out that this is a closer race than it is, maybe then we'll get some more traction, because the reality is this is more important than Biden and Trump, for the fact that at least we had a Congress that was Republican. Now we have nothing. If this punk smiley face piece of garbage, lying garbage can scumbag wins, now he's making up about his aunt's Madami, that she couldn't wear her bid on the subway, and now it's finding out she was in Tanzania. He's a lying smiley face scumbag. And if this is what New York City wants, we will be destroyed. Don't you understand? And everyone keeps kissing his backside. And really, really, now we're at the end. One more week. I got one more podcast with the One Top Podcast where I will single out every issue that people have to understand. Before you vote in reality. Do we love Como? Do we love him? No, I don't love him, but I have to vote for him in order to save this city, and I will. And you know what's important, Sid? People are taking you down for this. You are there to save the city. When I ran for mayor, I don't know if you remember, a lot of people turned on me, including Big Bird, took me off the Democratic line, the Republican line. I don't cry about it. Suck it up. Suck it up, Curtis. Let's all band together. And in reality, the last minute, you should throw your support against someone that can win and beat this piece of garbage terrorist. And this is what's going to happen. He just lies. And his best friend, that Linda Sarsour, this anti-Semitism garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, and then all of a sudden he comes out and he says, well, if I keep Tish as the police commissioner, she'll reform to what I want her to do. Kiss my butt, you friggin' smiley face punk. All I can say is one thing. Sid and even Curtis and Bo Dietl will be on your butt every inch of the way, you smiley face punk. And anybody that goes out and votes for this guy, you know what you care about? I care about when he's talking about 9/11. I went down there. Firemen, hero firemen, cops, emergency service workers, good Americans, and then you want to sweep that under the rug like it never happened. I was there. And all the people of New York City who are going to go out vote realize this guy with this globalized infidel and all this crap, I want him out of my city. Go back and go eat people with Idi Amin. Get out of here. Because people of New York, you've got to be morons to vote for this guy. Please, Sid, please. You got to understand something. This is like the eve of destruction, like I keep saying.
Yep.
New York City, now he wants to do with the housing. Now he wants to freeze this. He has no idea what he's talking about, Sid. He's a friggin' lying, smiley face moron. He lies about everything. Everything, Sid. Please, now you go, please. I'm sorry.
No, listen, you're 100% right. That's why, when I was I'm going to keep talking about Curtis, but I was honest with Curtis, as you know, on this show, off the air. I told him this day was coming, and I waited and I waited. There were people 2-3 months ago, that were asking him to drop. I never did that, never. And I don't care if he drops now. In fact, I'd rather he stays, but at least tries to join with Cuomo, because if you add up their numbers together, then they got a shot. The way we're going right now, 3 of these guys just hammering each other. It's an easy win for Mamdani. That's all I care about.
I know people are calling me up, and I know there's a lot of people going to get mad at me. And look, I like Curtis. I heard when I ran for mayor, he wasn't exactly my biggest supporter. I'm still the one that put the $10,000 reward up when he got shot. My whole thing is this. When you know that, and you love the city so much, Curtis loves the city, travels the subway, loves it as much as anyone, and you realize this is life or death for this city. You've got to make a decision to show you're a stronger person, and you've got to step up and say, you know what? I will fight for this city, because New York City is the most important thing in my life, which it is to me. And I know you feel that way, Sid. And you got to realize, if you can't win, Curtis, why are you even taking any votes? Tell the people, let's all join arms together. It's so important that we beat this communist socialist piece of he's a smiley face. He's a smiley. All he does is smile with those teeth. I like to right hook him, and take that smile off his face. Yeah, you know what? You and me haven't met face to face yet, there, Mundummy. But when I do, you know what? I think it's going to happen in Manhattan. You know, we got no bail laws over here, because I don't like you. I don't like your Auntie M from Uganda, whatever the hell her name is, and I don't like what you're talking about. What's happening with my people, all the beautiful people that died on 9/11. When you go to vote, everybody, remember 9/11. Don't let it act like it never happened. It happened, and I was down there, and these children, Christmas is coming. They have no relatives anymore. And the World Trade Center bombing in 93, I was involved with that with Jim Fox down there. Everybody forgets. This is not something to forget. We got to band together, everyone. And any Jew that votes for Mamdani, you should go for some cerebral interlocutation in your freaking brains, because you know what? I'm really, really upset, and people have to understand. And please, go to that nycabm.com. I lay it out. I'll be laying it out right to the end of this election. You know, 500,000 people looking at that. And anybody can look at that site and vote for this guy. Needs to have a, what do you call that when they take your head off?
Lobotomy. Lobotomy vote.
Yeah. A lobotomy. And on top of it, you know, we keep going back to Cuomo, but Cuomo can run a city. Maybe if Andrew came out, well, you know what? He's our choice now, and that's it. Let's stop the nonsense. He's a leader. He knows about budget. And what do you think Mamdani knows about the budget? This friggin' moron. $115 billion budget. He'll be giving everything away. And then you got a city council. People don't understand. It's not just Mamdani. It's his city council that are full of socialist liberals all over. Again, we're going to be destroyed in New York. This is the end of our line. You understand, people? Get out. Call people up. You must vote against Mamdani and vote for Andrew Cuomo. Forget about Curtis. Curtis, it's over, okay? All right?
That's Bo Dietl. That's why people love him on a Tuesday. In fact, I just got a text from the amazing attorney Arthur Aidala. My daughter Ava's with Arthur today, and he said, Bo on fire with all those flame emojis. Bo doesn't even realize how popular he is on this Tuesday segment. People love it. He gets all emotional, and that is all real. You know, when Mamdani was crying in front of the camera about his fictitious aunt who was not here with the hijab after 9/11, he's an actor. Mamdani's an actor. His mother works in the movie industry. What Bo does, that's not acting. That is New York real from one of our great cops and now great civilians, Bo Dietl.